Hello everyone. Welcome to the continuation of our series of calm reflections on the book Our Home by André Luiz, a spiritual narrative about life after death, responsibility, and the gradual maturation of consciousness through service and work. Chapter 47 is titled, The Return of Laura. This is a very deep and reflective chapter. It does not describe dramatic events or great rescue missions. Instead, it presents a very important moment in the spiritual life of one of the most noble characters in the story. It is the moment of preparation for returning to Earth through reincarnation. This chapter allows us to glimpse the spiritual meaning of returning to material life and shows how much courage such a decision requires. Not only André Luiz's mother is preparing during this time to return to a new incarnation. Mrs. Laura, the mother of Lygia's, is also standing at the threshold of a new earthly experience. Her return is an important event for many residents of the colony Our Home. For this reason, many friends from the Ministry of Assistance and the Ministry of Regeneration come to say farewell and to express their gratitude for her years of work in the spiritual world. The gathering has the character of an intimate celebration. The house is filled with light, music, and flowers. The atmosphere is warm and affectionate, but also deeply reflective. Everyone knows that reincarnation is a great opportunity. But at the same time, it is also a serious test for the spirit. During the conversations, Mrs. Laura does not hide her feelings. She is calm, yet thoughtful. She knows that returning to the material world means entering a reality full of forgetfulness, trials, and temptations. Although she is prepared, she feels a natural concern. She speaks about it with great sincerity. She compares her condition to that of someone who has been healed from an illness. The wounds are gone, but the scars remain. And there is always the possibility that, in difficult circumstances, old weaknesses could return. Minister Genesio responds to these concerns with great wisdom. He reminds her that Earth should not be seen as a place of exile. The material world is also part of God's creation. It is a field of experience, work, and spiritual growth. Every reincarnation is an opportunity. One should not focus on the fear of failure. Instead, one should think about the possibilities of good that can be accomplished there. Genesio also reminds her of something very important. Even though a spirit returns to Earth, it is never truly alone. Spiritual friends continue to accompany and assist it. The help of the spiritual world never ceases. Mrs. Laura, however, raises another important point. She observes that in the spiritual world souls are supported by a harmonious environment. The surroundings are filled with vibrations of goodness that help maintain balance. On Earth, however, the situation is different. Good intentions often resemble a small light surrounded by strong currents of egoism, violence, and confusion. For this reason, earthly life requires great vigilance. To this, the minister responds firmly. One must not exaggerate the power of darkness. Every act of goodness that appears on earth remains there forever. A single light lit in the human world never truly goes out. Human passions may obscure it, but they cannot destroy it. This is an extremely important idea. It shows that even the smallest act of goodness has immense spiritual value. The conversation then turns to a reflection on the nature of human thoughts. Genesio explains that every thought carries a certain force. In the inner world, thoughts act almost like living beings. When we cultivate goodness, we strengthen our own spiritual defenses. But when we nourish negative thoughts, we ourselves create forces that may later become our persecutors. This is a powerful reminder of the responsibility we have for our inner life. During the meeting, another subject arises: the preparation for Laura's future incarnation. The workers of the colony explain that she will return to Earth carrying a great spiritual capital. Her future birth will be surrounded by special spiritual care. Even the choice of her biological parents has been carefully considered by the spiritual world. Mrs. Laura had asked not to be too strongly affected by hereditary tendencies that might make her mission more difficult. Her request was granted. The governor of the colony himself recommended special protection for this incarnation. As the conversations continue, the atmosphere gradually changes. The initial concern gives way to hope and trust. Mrs. Laura regains her inner calm. She remembers that reincarnation is not a fall. It is a mission and an opportunity for service. Her son Lysias even remarks with a smile that no one comes to our home merely to rest forever. Spirits grow through activity and service. Toward the end of the evening, André Luiz learns of another remarkable event. The following day there will be a small family gathering. The Ministry of Communication has promised to bring, for a short time, the spirit of Mrs. Laura's husband, who is still living on Earth in his physical body. This will be possible with the help of spiritual friends during his sleep. For everyone present, it will be a moment of special farewell. Chapter 47 reminds us of several very important truths. That reincarnation is an opportunity, not a punishment. That every soul returning to Earth accepts a great challenge. That the spiritual world never ceases to help those who sincerely seek goodness. That our thoughts are powerful forces shaping our future. And that even the smallest light lit in the human world possesses eternal value. This is a chapter filled with seriousness, but also with hope. It shows that life on Earth, despite all its difficulties, is a great school for the spirit. And every soul who returns there carries with it the possibility of transformation and goodness. And it leaves us with an important question. In our daily lives, do we remember that every good thought, every act of forgiveness, and every gesture of kindness can become a light that remains forever? In the next chapter, André Luiz will continue discovering the laws of spiritual life and the experiences of souls traveling between worlds. The journey continues. See you soon.